Stupid mirror camera option. The mirror camera option is annoying. But I can't keep it flipped. Do you know? Jeez. Hey, guy, you're already here. How y'all get here so fast? Man. Who got here first tonight? Who is the first one tonight? Bell, you were here first. And Ms. Jones. Liz is here fast. Man, y'all all got here so fast. So fast. Fast as fuck, boy. She panicked. What do you mean you panicked, Emily? What do you mean? She's like, that's why I didn't get here first. I panicked. Hey, DW, Vague. Wow, everybody. Man, were y'all waiting? We came straight from the Discord. Whoa, what is that? Set an alarm. You have 100K likes amongst you. Yeah, I just actually, I noticed that today. I think I hit like 101 or something like that. I was like, oh crap. So that was pretty cool. Hey, welcome, Ellie Grace. You just got home. Good timing. That's awesome stuff. We're going. What's up, Brittany? She had an alarm set. That's awesome. I totally get my PC set up like 10 minutes before the live. Y'all are crazy. Seriously, y'all are crazy. That's awesome. You're much more. I just finished doing the dishes. We was eating dinner. It was delicious. Now I'm having some Dr. Pepper because I don't want to say what's happening, but you know. From the laptop tonight. Ooh. If I have to drink a soda, it's I prefer Dr. Pepper, but I'm an iced tea kind of guy. Liz makes the best iced tea. She has it down to a science for the jugs and the size that I drink. So it's like my life water. It's like a reward. I get here 5 minutes early and refresh. You're crazy. I appreciate all y'all's support. Seriously, y'all don't understand. Never did I ever. My mustaches are just going out on me. Oh. Okay, really quick. Mon made it sweet. I just want to make sure. So just to make sure. Friggin' Choden in the basket, that was strapped to the Griffin, right? So he was bouncing around while that fucking Dino Chicken Nugget was running, right? He wasn't flying with the dragons. He was on a Dino Chicken Nugget, right? Okay, that's what I thought, oh, thanks, Mon. And I just wanted to make sure, double check. I just wanted to double check because it shit makes it so funny. Thank you for the gift, Mon. Little fan club thing is so cool. Exactly. Okay, that's what I thought. I just wanted to double check. Squad. Salon owner checked the camera last night, and hang on. Oh gosh, what did that say? Hang on. Okay, that'll be great. The salon owner checked the cam last night and asked me and my client what we were listening to today. Oh Lord. I'm so sorry. I hope you don't get in trouble. Hey, thank you very much for joining the fan club. I hope your boss likes it. You imagine a basket like a hot air balloon? Yeah. Absolutely. But attached to the chicken, the Dino Nugget. And I explained, and she laughed her ass off. That's awesome. Cool. Hell yeah. Cool boss for Allie Grace. That's awesome. Ooh, excuse me. That's awesome. We like cool bosses. All right. I'm going to put a bigger piece of tape across it today. I don't know how long. Yeah. Okay. I think we're good for a while. I think we're good for a little while. Hey, Jessica made it. Sweet. Let's go. Oh, what are those? Dolphins. Thank you for the dolphins. The dolphins. I'm not doing a dolphin sound. I'm sorry. Come November, you going to be the boss. What? Okay. Get it, girl. Hell yeah. Go for it. We're going to the Devil's Isle, baby. I'm scared as hell. Who was it? Was it Q or was it Vega? Oh, who was it? I don't remember who said it. Somebody in the Discord, they shared the map of the Isles, and they were like, I don't even want to hear the names until after Wise tries to pronounce the names. I was like, oh, hell no. That ain't happening. That was Vega. Okay, yeah. That was awesome. Listen, Ali Grace, listen, if you want to do it, hey, listen, it's scary, but okay, Q made the comment and you said, okay, got it. I think with you. But no, Ali Grace, dude, it's scary, but if you got it, then you got to believe in yourself. And I believe in you, so you should believe in yourself too. But make sure it's a good decision. Think about it. Don't be too hasty. You know what I'm saying? Big and I've been crying for like 3 days. Oh Lord, what do you mean cry? What do you mean crying? What do you mean crying? What do you mean crying? Why, DW? Why are we crying? Where in the? I think that was somewhere in the general chat. Honestly, we were just so happy. Oh Lord, oh Lord, I'm gonna need everything tonight, huh? My mustache was getting in the way of my pepper. Yeah, we're going to the Devil's Isle tonight. Yep, I believe so. Yeah, they were flying there. We'll do a quick recap while we're still waiting for some people. Man, I'll tell you what, if I grow my mustache out like this, y'all, how am I supposed to drink? You got to get up under it. You got to get up under it. You know what I'm saying? Jesse! Hey, Jesse's here. Sweet. I was waiting for her. I was hoping she was going to get here. Carefully. Hey, sweet. Now that you're here, I got to show everybody something real cool. Look what she sent me. Look what I got. And so, Jesse does all the cool little giveaways and contests and stuff. And I won. I got lucky and I won. So look, I got a little keychain. A little keychain. And then I got another, there's no little keychain. It says just one more chapter. And there's some cool stickers. We got cool stickers. There's some cool stickers. And then some cool bookmarks. Real men read books. Damn right. I would have argued that fact a couple years ago, but I agree with it. And then we got little tabbies to make notes with. The tabbies, they're going in the drawer with the string for the whiteboard. See, we're thinking ahead. We're thinking ahead. All right. And then we have this story right here. Volatile memory. It sounds super cool. This is how you lose the Time War meets Ex Machina in a heart-filled whirlwind sapphic revenge story. I don't know. It sounds pretty freaking cool. And then we got a spirit ball. This one sounds really cool. It's from a guy that's down in Houston. So that's really cool. It's a Native American mystic story. This like across centuries. It sounds super cool. So that one sounds cool. And then this one, Liz saw this book and she said, I'm stealing that shit quicker than anything. She just was like, I'm taking it. Look how pretty this book is. It's The Shadows Between Us. And then look at I am showing, who would have thunk it? Anyway, sprayed edges. Look at that. Beautiful book. So she's stealing that one. There's a cool little map in there. It's like, here, I'll try to, I don't know. It's really cool. So, and then Rhoda's estate, Alessandra's father's estate, the palace. So there's another little map area back there. So it seems pretty cool. I don't know. I don't know what it's about. The Shadow Between Us is my favorite kind of fantasy, said somebody. So I don't know. We might end up reading it too, but I gotta steal it back from Liz because she gonna take it. But thank you, Jesse. Thank you so much. That is so cool. Here, we'll show the edges one more again. Here, I'll get a closer look. Is that better? A little closer look. There you go. There we go. So there we go. So yeah, I wanted to show those. So they just got here today. Quest Squad. All right. Woo! I think most everybody's here. I think now. I think at least, the the core of my voice is here. Gonna say why save the dragon. That's kind of funny. Oh, thank you. Hey, Miss Wolverine, thank you. Gonna send my Save the Dragon Rider Wing Leader t-shirt. That's hilarious. Hey, welcome, Sam. Welcome. I have read The Shadow Between Us. It was pretty good. Ooh, okay, there you go. Sweet. Okay, here we go. I'll say, wait, someone remind me, are we doing, I have 22 to 24. That's what I have on my notes. 22 to 24. It's not going to be a long night, I don't believe. I'm just catching up on the comments. It's like 3 pages, 4 pages, 4 pages. I'm not sure what's happening. We're about to do the review. I was just waiting for the rest of the voices to get here, the icy voices that show up, and all the rest of my wonderful wisecrackers. That's the weirdest thing for me to say. I love it. Self-named. I just want to say self-named. 26 is a legit favorite. Okay. All right. Sean, I don't know where Sean is. That is hilarious to say. Where's our Sean? Okay. Does anybody listen? Yeah, I have a Dr. Pepper. Yes. Y'all know that sound on TikTok, where it's the African American guy, and he's giving his basketball team his coach. He's like, "You're a proud African American man," and and Mark, and it shows the white guy. It's a bunch of voicey, wisecracking women and Sean. You know what I'm saying? We gotta make a video of that, and then we'll just put Sean's profile picture. We'll just couple of the ladies up there, and then you can put and then Sean. I got to work on that one. Oh, thank you again for the gift, Jesse. I just saw that. Oh, what is pop? Ooh, thank you for the viewer badge. Just got the. Oh wait, send go popular ×7. Thank you. No one report wise for the DE. That's hilarious. He's the rooster. Oh, that's hilarious. There was a dude. Oh yeah, that's right. Red Crayons. He stopped by 2 times. He did add me. It's just you and me and our friend Sean. Our friend Sean. And our friend Sean. And our friend Sean. Yeah, he came by. He followed me, so hopefully he'll stop back by. Hey, thank you, Lisa. All right. Here, did anybody? I'm gonna. Okay. Hopefully, I don't want to double send it. Did anybody send Sean the live in a message? If not, I will see if I can from here without jacking it up. Let's see. Boom. That's a share button. Where? Oh, there's Sean. It doesn't say he's active, but anyway, there. We sent it. Okay. Well, he got it sent multiple times. All right. We got one more minute. Is he? He's in the Discord, but I don't know. Excuse me, if he is active. He might not have it on. Oh, we're calling him in the general chat. I also I forgot. Listen, I'm not gonna lie, Jesse, there was so many cool things too, but I think here, I'm gonna put this right here for a second. I think one of my favorites is this bookmark. This bookmark that says Tamlin's Tears. Tamlin's Tears. It's a magnet and it flips open and down. But yeah, it says Tamlin's Tears. Oh, this is my favorite because, oh, that's fucking great. Oh, it's so awesome. Clippity clip. Aha, yes. Right? So good. And listen, also, if there's somebody here that happens to not be in the Discord, just say, hey, I'd like the Discord info. And one of the mods, they'll share the Discord info, right? We have no issue sharing it. And you can come in and you can see and hear how P the Reader really feels about Nesta and publishers, okay? Publishers. She's very, very, very. And we agree. That's the thing. We agree with you, P. We like that you speak the facts. I'm supporting you. I'm not making fun of you. Don't think that. We're not bullying TikTok. And tell them, P. That's what I'm saying. Tell them. Be it. Tell them, P. We're on the same hill with you, girl. We're your army. We are the army. I feel like I have to drink that so weird with my mustache right now. Hey, girl, we're all trying to figure out Discord. Don't feel bad. Wisecracker Publishing Company coming. Yeah, our first book will be called Wiseless, a love story. How not to fall in love. All opinions welcome when backed by passion and said with your whole... Exactly. But you got to say it with the whole chest. It helps if you have facts, but as long as you're with your whole chest, we'll deal with it. Wisely. Listen, y'all said some stuff. I've been thinking, don't tell a person with my many brain waggediness and I approve the books, but no titling. Oh, man. Yeah, no names. Because all the names will be like Bob and Tom. Subtitle, entertainment purposes only, right? So, like, like Bob fell in love with Jan today at the building called Building on Road Oak. It was a love story or a tragedy because that title was crazy. Exactly. Liz's name is Jane, and I'll be John. Our last name will be Doe. Is it a love story? I mean, I didn't see that one. Wait, hang on. Whoa, can someone... We have someone having problems with publishers? Oh, no. This page is dedicated to the book, dear readers, for entertainment purposes, digressing. They met, they fell in love. Yeah, I like it. Oh, that's awesome. It's perfect because he's wise to my clueless. You're not clueless. You live in your own world, my love. And I am trying to protect your world. That's all it is, okay? Maybe how not to fall in love. Very possible. I'm telling you. It's all about perspective. It's all about perspective. Okay? Like, you know, is there a redemption arc for the old chappy here? All right, okay. We're about to get started though. We're gonna get 2 minutes. We're gonna let this play out. We don't want to get too far off like the Costco conversation. You know what I'm saying? Y'all turning me into a sap. What do you mean? What do you mean? Listen. Listen. What did they say in this book? I know where my gravity comes from, y'all. I know where my gravity comes from. Digressing. All right. Keep the gravity safe, and I don't end up back in my hug me jacket in a padded room. It's a great deal. The Costco conversation was yesterday. Yeah, what was up? Did anybody see if like it was a full moon or if like Mercury was in retrograde? Like, because that was weird last night. I don't know what. Okay, no cats right here. No cats. We checked. It was just Rune. Rune made the stops last night, huh? I like it. Picasso. Chef's kiss. I like it. Solar flares. All right. All right, we're at 20. Dang, I already have 4. Hey, sometimes the vibes are vibing, and the mayo is in the microwave. Mayo on our corn tonight. That was delicious. All right, what are we on again? Yeah, 22. Okay, so we ended off. We're just gonna do a quick. Oh, that's right. That's right. We were over the ocean. We have flown over the ocean. Oh shit, we're flying over the ocean, and then we're going. All right, for anybody that's new here and hasn't caught up, we're about to go on to chapter 22 of Onyx Storm. We left off. Zayden pulled some boss-ass moves on fucking Cholden to let fucking Vi get in the bedroom, right? All right. And then Discount came in. And listen, I like Discount, but I'm still sketchy. He's still sketchy to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I like him, but he's sketchy. So I'm still worried about him, especially with the whole come 12 hours after we like that 12 hours. Okay, I don't know how big the island is. Be scared, but whatevs. All right, and then they're flying over the water, and then now they lost the bonds. Okay, so it basically ended with he dives towards Adarna without warning. Her sigh of acceptance comes with a huff and a snarl as his shoulders tightens and I hear the metallic click of the harness locking into place. Her weight added me makes it dip for a breath for a second. Then his massive wing beats harder, lifting us towards the right. Adarna is suspiciously quiet. Taryn, I prompt, my stomach sour with unease. I can't speak to Sigale. He clips out each word, or any of the others. Our communication has been severed. I reach for the glittering onyx box, but even then, Taryn is still there. Zayden isn't. We are cut. We are already cut off. All right. That's where we ended off. Are we ready? Takaris is a where's my hug? Ooh, that's creepy. He's the creepy guy. Ooh, Takaris, is he a creeper? Is he a creeper? Ooh, creeper. Okay, that's all right, here we go. Chapter 22, The Adventures of Devil's Isle. All right. I'm glad y'all approved my Devil's Isle change of the words because still ain't figured that word out. All right. It was whispered in the academic circles that Corden had supplied troops and weaponry for the Second Corvlin Uprising, but the research has led me across the Arctile Ocean. Arctile Ocean to the Devil's Island, known to our kingdom as the treacherous Isle of Merchant. Holy shnikes! Ladies and gentlemen, hang on. Thank you very much. Sorry. We're going to keep going, but we have a costume malfunction. Known to our kingdom as treacherous Isle of Merchants, who, to my surprise, may have been the source of the arms. But perhaps the broker subjugated the second uprising of the Corville people by Lieutenant Colonel Asher Sorngale. Is this guy still alive? I feel like we've seen his name in so many fucking books. Is it just because she's reading the book? But I feel like this motherfucker might still be alive and shit. Like at this point, like, what is these?
Stickies.
Oh, thank you. I don't know what to do. I work it. Thank you. I hope I can make this work. Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, holy shit, it's hot here, and by my estimates, it must only be around 9 o'clock in the morning as we approach the endless line of white beaches, preceded with splotches of alternating turquoise and aqua waters. Soft green hills rise directly behind the beach, dotted with the stone structures. Perplexing, the colors remind me of the last batch of wool when a weaver's dye has lost its potency. It's muted, almost faded, and the lack of color made obvious the contrast of water. The closer we fly, the farther forward I lean in my seat. Wholly, completely fascinated. The hills aren't dotted at all. That's the city, isn't it? Hidden in trees, my fingers curl in excitement around the pommel of the saddle. The area is a thriving port with 4 central pillars and several smaller ones. It appears to be, but before we get close enough to make out the people, Taryn banks left, taking us east. Let me out of this thing before everyone sees, Adarna demands. Not until we're out of range of those crossbows. Oh, snap. Taryn looks pointed toward a long stone of a wall quarter all the way up to the first hill, armed with a dozen of the largest crossbolts I've ever seen, all loaded with shiny metallic tips. Dragon killers? Are you for bullshit? That's bullshit, I tell you. I put it on the wrong side. Hang on. I put it on the wrong side. Hang on. Oops. I put the sticky on the wrong side. For once, Adarna doesn't argue. Jack that one up. Given this is his island dedicated to peace, they're certainly prepared for war. My stomach tenses. It's been centuries since any Navarian has stepped foot on this isle. And if we overestimate the Viscount sway with the king, there's every chance those crossbolts will be headed in our direction. We fly between the beach and the barrier. Maybe that's why he needed 12 hours, because it's some bullshit. All right, here we go. There we go. Much, much gooder. All right. We fly between the beach and the barrier where the water is breathtaking shade of blue and I've never seen. Can y'all still hear me okay? Is it still good? Can you still hear me good? Make sure. My mustache, I tried a hair tonic. I got a new hair tonic. Thank you very much. I bought it in the TikTok shop, hair tonic. Where the water breathtaking shade of blue and I've never seen. But I can't help to stare, trying to commit to memory as we slowly descend to 150 feet above the ground. Reading about this place has in no way truly prepared me to see it. Despite the exhaustion, I want to nod so much as blinking my fear, missing a single thing. Although after flying all night, I am more prepared to modify the saddle even more for sleeping when we get back to Basgiath. According to the map we were given, the estate ahead belongs to Takaris. Taryn says we pass by a group of elegant manors on the mainland, each with its own dock and a ship that announces its owner's status and wealth. Taryn shifts his shoulders, and the click of the harness sounds, and a second before Adonar appears off his right wing. Her beating double time to keep up. A group of creatures darts between us in the water. Jumping in the air, a series of graceful leaps and almost make up for the fury of people yelling and running back to their homes as we fly over. I wonder what they... Adarna, we don't eat our allies, my friend. What are we doing? Girl. No. My protest catches me by surprise. They're dolphinum, and they're too pretty to be your snack. Even prettier than the drawings I've seen. You're going soft. What are we doing? We touch down in the sand in front of the sprawling two-story manor that reminds me of the smaller version of Takaris' palace in Corden. Its tall white pillars leave a portion of the structure open to the ocean breeze, but the thick stone walls that surround the rest tell me it's weathered storms here too. Palm trees, tall wispy things with broad leaves in the same muted pale green adorning their tops, line a path to the house. And I check to make sure that indeed the standard of cordon flying on the dock ship before I dismount, taking the extra pack we kept with Taryn until now. Why is Adarna trying to eat out? I don't know. The sand is so fine that I can't help but drop down and run my fingers through it with smiles. It's nothing like the rocky texture along the river at Basgiath or the coarse, grainy beach at Cordon. This makes me want to strip my boots off and walk barefoot. Adarna lifts her claws and shakes it beside me, sending grains of sand flying in a cloud as the others land in a fury of activity around us. It's going to get between my scales. And now you understand why I didn't let you eat that tortoise, Taryn mutters. His head perpetually swiveling and taking in the surroundings. We need to hunt back before we fly. We need to hunt before we fly back, and we are no longer alone. A middle-aged man stands in the doorway of Takaris Manor, his short-sleeved belted white tunic and matching pads contrasting his brown skin as his arms tremble, his mouth hanging open while he stares at Tarn and Adara. I figured out where to do that without causing a war. I stand up as Riddick stomps forward, then startling when Atrum roars. The Devil's Island man screams and runs back into the house. Great first impression. What are we talking about? Is there something wrong with my mustache? Is there something wrong with my mustache? I'm just asking for a friend. Great impression, I murder, brushing off the sands of my palms. Adarna snorts, then prances off towards the water, her wings tucked in tight. Oh, man. He won't get to the best... I won't. Oh, well. We'll see how far. I don't know. Do not go any deeper than your claws. Whoa, that's what she said. That's what she said. Don't go any deeper than your claws. Taryn lectures, his tail nearly taking out a tree when he pivots to watch her go. I swear if you get in over your head, I'll let you drown. Atrum roars again, getting everyone's attention, including Taryn's. I don't know what you're going to say. Riddick turns to Atrum. The brown sword tail opens his mouth and roars louder, blowing back Riddick's dark brown hair and covering my friend in a layer of goopy saliva. Gross. Riddick slowly lifts his hand and scrapes the slime off his face. Yelling at me doesn't help. It's like it's shouting in a language I don't speak. Hey, Vice and a four-bonding clamp down on my chest, and my gaze swings toward Taryn, then past him to where Sigale and Tyne survey our surroundings restlessly. Mira walks our way, rubbing the back of her neck, and Zayden stands at the edge of the water, facing away from the estate. I think it's just us, I say to Taryn, spinning slowly to take it all in. Just us how, he asks. Kira rakes her claws through the sand, and Kat is on her knees next to her, holding her face in her hands, while Drake kneels at her side. Sova, his griffin, shakes his silver head back and forth like he's trying to clear it. Kath guards the west point of the property, his tail flicking in agitation, and Dane looks down. He walks our way. Something is off with everyone. I think we're the only ones who can't speak to one another. My feet sink in the sand, and I trudge toward our way over Mira. I rip open the buttons to my jacket, and the heat starts to cook me from inside my leathers. Can you talk to Tyne? She shakes her head. We lost the connection as soon as we left the continent. I swallow hard, then lower my voice. I can still speak to Taryn and Adarna. She blinks, then looks over at the group quickly. From the state of everyone else, I'd say you're alone in that department. Her brow furrows. Do you think it's because you're bonded to two? Or is it Adarna? I shake my head, my focus straying to Zayden's back. I don't know. Either way, I'm glad you still have the connection. She gently squeezes my shoulders. Being cut off from magic is disorientating, I grimace. She nods. But losing the bond, her face puckers for a second before the mask of emotion. Well, I guess you know since you shoved that serum down your throat. Not only is everyone going to be on edge, it'll make coordinating anything a bitch considering they're cut off from each other. I say, glancing up in Taryn, who backed away to take position that he puts him equally between Sigale, Adarna, and me. Guess we'll have ample opportunity to try these out. Mira swings her pack from her shoulder, then retrieves several other pouches before picking the one up, marked with the circular protection rune I don't recognize, and replace the rest. Tress sent these as a test to see if the runes would work out here. Oh, thank you for the star, DW. She unbuttons the pouch in my hands, and a palm-sized slice of what appears to be the lilac-colored quartz, tempered with the same runes that labels the leather. That one is supposed to be the shield from the sunlight. Carry it while you are here with me, would you? She lifts her brow, quietly, of course. I nod and slip in my pocket. Having some or any form of power out here would put us in a more familiar footing. But it opens the door to the kind of trade I'm not sure any of us want to contemplate. You made it! Takara shouts from the glee from the doorway, his arms outstretched in an ostensious welcome as he walks towards us in a fuchsia tunic embroidered in heavy gold. Prince Choden hasn't awakened yet. Of course he hasn't, but I was able to secure an... Wait, what time is it? It's like in the afternoon, ain't it? What time is this shit? It's what? What is it? We estimated like... It's fucking like in the... Wake your bitch ass. No, wait, it was 9 in the morning. Maybe I'm wrong. Hang on. Around 9 o'clock. All right, my bad. You good. You a bitch. My bad. Sorry. We like the Prince. He's great. Prince is great. He's a great chode. Bitch. You made it. All right. Prince Holden hasn't awakened yet, and I was able to secure an emergency meeting with the Chancellor to the King upon our arrival last night, and you'll be thrilled to know that your creatures may hunt in the valleys 3 leagues south of here, where there is an abundance of wild game. Humans are not to be on the menu. Understood, I tell him, and immediately turn to Taryn. I'd rather you go now so you're at full strength than chance something going wrong. Agreed. He arches his neck and lets out a short bark of sound that makes me lift my brow, but does the trick of getting everyone's attention. Don't die when I'm gone. I'll do my best. He bends a little deeper than usual given the sand and launches skywards, his wings creating a gust of wind that weaponizes the sand around us. I throw up my forearm to the protection of my face and leave it there for the next few seconds as the others follow Taryn's lead. When I open my eyes, it's just us humans on the beach. Riders dressed in black, flyers in brown leathers gawking, Devil's Isle on either side of what appears to be Takaris' property line, and the others pompous Viscount, and the other one, and one rather pompous Viscount. The prince has an audience with His Majesty this afternoon, so I'm assuming you'd like to rest before you. Takaris cocks his head to the side. I suppose do nothing, since King Cortland will only speak to aristocracy. Yeah, aristocracy. Yeah. Anyway, he crinkles his nose at Riddick. You need a bath. We need horses. Riddick scoops his fingernail slime out of his ear and shakes it off his finger. And Takara steps out of the slime path. Violet wants to visit the market. Something about buying a book. Dane answers as he catches up, taking a spot at Riddick's right. Takaris nods, of course. You'll keep a low profile, as low as possible, I agree. Tell us where to find my assigned room. After, we'll thank him. I head toward the water, my boots sink in the sand with every step until I reach the zone where it's firm above the waterline. Zayden stands with his feet apart, sword strapped to his back and his arms crossed. Him and his fucking crossed arms. But when my shoulder brushes his elbow, I look to find his face totally, completely relaxed. I close my eyes tight and reopen them just to be sure, and I'm not imagining this. Nope, he's really staring at the water like we're in the valley above the Rorison house, not in enemy territory, completely cut off from magic. Hey, I say gently. Hey. He tilts his head down towards mine and gives me a soft but real smile. I almost ask him how he is since he can't talk to Sigale or on his own on his block, but it seems like a shitty thing to do after that smile. Everyone is heading up to take naps before we ride out to find the merchant. Hayden's set to meet the king at 3, so we can get a good 4 hours of sleep if you want in. I'm going to stay here for a little bit. You go. He turns towards me and cups the back of my neck. You need the rest and definitely need to get out of the sun for a bit. Your nose is turning pink. Takaris gave us the same room because he values his life. He tucks the loose strands of my braid behind my ear. Get some sleep. You'll need it. I'll be up in a bit. Do you want me to sit out here with you? He grins deeply. When you clearly need the rest? No, love. Though I appreciate the offer, it's hard to explain, but I'm going to take a little time to myself to soak in this view. He grabs my hand and brings it to my chest where my heart is pounding in a steady rhythm that feels slightly more relaxed than it was at Corden. Than it has been in weeks, really. Can you feel it? It's slower, I whisper. There's no magic here. He tugs against me. No power, no lure, no taunting reminder that I can save everyone if I just reach for it and take what's offered. It's only peace. For the first time since fetching the luminary, I seriously debate Takaris's offer. So I want, like, why he's there? Is he cured of the Vinny? Like, can we, like, poor guy. Poor little fella. A poor little fella. He doesn't feel the urge to channel. All right. That's why you've been crying. I get it. That's what I'm saying. So he hasn't been, it's like he got his serum, so he's not feeling the magic pulled to him, so it makes him at peace. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, cool. Right? When I take a swig. You stared at your book for 15 minutes. Oh, my God. If we would have been there, we would have gave you a virtual hug and say, it's okay. But it's nice. I know it. I mean, peace is good. You need peace. How do people grow their mustaches out like this? Could y'all imagine if I really just like grew my mustache out like this and had a real one? That would be wild. He's just a kid and his life is a nightmare. He's just Zayden. I mean, I don't know. I mean, we could really grow this thing out. You know what I'm saying? Whew. All right, are we ready for 23? Do we want to go back to the small mustache? Do y'all prefer the small one or do we like the big one? Rebecca! Oh, POV chapters? That would be legit. Yeah. That would be cool. That would be cool. What did she say? Did I miss something? Like like pregnant. That's funny. The big one. Okay, we like the big one. That's fun. That's what she said. Ah, Jesse was with there too. Okay. Here we go. Are you ready? She can have my soul if she does a whole Zayden book. Dang, Vegs. Girl wants her Zayden chapter. I tell you what. What are you going to tell me? I want me some Zayden. Y'all are 14. Dang, short chapter. 14.6K likes. Nice job. All right. 23 coming up. Let me just I got to move the bookmark to the next chapter so that way I know where that is upcoming. I'm going to move my bookie marky. Once again, my new bookmark that fucking Jess sent me that is bomb as fuck. Tamlin's Tears. Fucking amazing. Such a cool idea. All right. Even what? Stephanie Miles will always be the GOAT. What are we talking about? Yeah, babe, we can tell. And that's okay to be obsessed with that man. Twilight. It's the skin of a killer, Bella. It's so sparkly. That movie, I felt so robbed. I thought Twilight was going to be some bomb-ass Blade-type vampire movie with just high school kids, and I ended up getting that. I'm just saying. Anyway. 23. Are we ready? She said same, right? Bow down. Team Edward. This is the fun chapter. All right, we'll see. All right, begin! The uprising suddenly failed overnight on December 13th, 4:33 AU, in what has been called the Midnight Massacre. The foreign troops disappeared. The rebels that were schmilled in their beds by the Promish forces. It is not their disappearance that strike the scholars as particularly vicious, but their obvious betrayal. There is a saying in the Devil's Isle, the word is the blood. Oh. When they make a trade, broker a deal, it is considered law. I cannot help but wonder what part of the deal the Corvin rebels did not uphold. Damn. Wow. All right. Chapter 23. This is a ridiculous way to travel, Riddick said for the dozenth time, holding himself upright in the saddle after slipping yet again. As our horses... You can ride a dragon, but you can't ride a horse, Riddick? My guy, come on. Stop. What? Quit playing. I'm so disappointed. Navigate the uneven stone streets of Matthias's Devil Island capital city. I smother a laugh, but Kath doesn't offer Riddick the same kindness for 2 rows back with Mira as we ride the tree-covered freeways. We arranged mostly in pillars with the exception of Drake, who is solo ahead of Zayden and me. The city is even more stunning than I imagined from the air. Built under the canopy of enormous trees, almost its tallest structures are visible when flying. Only its tallest structures are visible when flying. The rest feels like hidden treasure, and we haven't even journeyed up the hill where the palace in Choden is. The roads have been the primary residence until now, with structures far and evenly spaced, growing closer together the nearer we come to the ports and city center. And in the last mile, every single one of them has built one out of stone. I am sorry, but I find it hard to believe that a dragon rider draws the line at a horse, Kat says with another laugh as we pass at what appears to be a tea shop, judging by the painted sign outside the door. Hey, horses bite. Dragons breathe fire, Riddick. fucking, what did you say? Riddick says over his shoulder, and the woman jumps away at the sight of us, placing a palm over the neckline of her embroidered white tunic. And dragons do what exactly? Drake calls back. For real? Is Drake the only smart one here? Like, what the fuck? Well, Mira's smart. Zayden's smart. Vi's really smart. Okay, maybe Riddick's just the idiot. You'll never know since you've never been allowed to ride when Mira snaps in a bored tone before returning to the usual sidestep of the perimeter sweep. She's been on alert since we left the manor, and even though I've assured her Terran's within range, he can still set the whole place on fire within minutes if I call him. So the backup plan is Terran is going to go motherfucking Daenerys Targaryen on the place. Got it. What we really need is a freaking communication rune for the others, if such thing exists. Drake's eyes narrows on Mira, then Zayden, whose mouth has a curve and a smirk. I'm surprised you didn't fight me for the lead position, roars in. Zayden scuffs, and the smirk transforms to a smile as we pass under a patch of dapple sunlight. I stare at him like the first year, all over again. He's in a short-sleeved uniform top like the rest of us, barring those gorgeously toned arms. Pharaoh! But it's really the relaxed posture, the ease of his smile that has me utterly transfixed. And I can admit it, I'm a little confuddled. Zayden Royerson is a lot of things, but happy isn't usually one of them. It's perfectly fine if you die first, Cordella. I'm exactly where I want to be. Then the man fucking winks at me, and I almost fall off my damned horse. I tighten my thighs on instinct and keep from sliding out of the saddle, and this stable mare prances beneath me before I remember to relax. The dizziness has always been worse in the heat, and it's definitely not doing me any favors today. See? Violet prefers dragons too, Riddick says. I'm fine. I roll my shoulders to keep my pack and its very precious cargo in place. She's always been a good rider, Dane argues on my head. Dane, you watch yourself with your words, Dane. Watch yourself with your words, Dane. We don't say... I don't think he meant it that way. Dane's a good... Did you two ride a lot when you were younger? Zayden asked. Oh, let's see. Pass by the tower. Now we're going to go to Now we're going to go back to jealous Zayden. As we pass by a tavern and more than one mug of ale spills on the white tunics outside the doors at the table outside of us. My jaw drops and my head whips in his direction. The leather creaks, and when I glance back, sure enough, Mira is leaning forward in her saddle. What? Zayden looks at me, then lifts his brow and glances back at the others. Cat stares at him like he's grown another head. Dane wearing two lines between his brows, like he can't quite figure out if this is a trick question, and Riddick grins like he's gotten front row tickets to play. Zayden's gaze jumps to mine for a second before returning to the road as we take the fork to the right, leading to the market and the port according to the rather remarkable signage jammed between the cobblestone and a large tree. Am I not allowed to ask about your childhood? No, I blurt out, of course you are. It's just that you usually act like I didn't grow up with her, Dane answers, casually like we weren't best friends. I am so fucking glad I got on this horse, Riddick says, gripping his reins tighter. I sent a look his way, and I hope it tells him I'm reevaluating my decisions. Put him in this squad at the first place. I fucking love Riddick. But to answer your question, Dane continues, just as the ease of the tone of his horse, as Zayden says, ease on his horse, as Zayden says, yes, we rode whenever our parents' duty stations allowed for it. Not in the years they were in Lucrus, of course. Fuck, that was cold, Mira says. It was, I agree, cringing at the memory. Riding was hard on me when I was out of practice, always falling always sucked. But it gave me a sense of awareness of my body, too. What about you? I asked Zayden as we curve onto a bustling street. I think I rode before I walked. He flashes me a quick smile. It's probably one of those things I miss most once I cross parapet, actually. Horses go where you ask them, for the most part. Segale? He glances up at the trees, as if he can see her in the sky above us, a look of longing on his face. She doesn't really give a shit where I want to go. I'm just along for the ride. Man, do I feel that, Dane mutters. I laugh. Look alive! Drake calls back, and the mood of the squad instantly shifts as the streets grow crowded with horses, wagons, and pedestrians carrying baskets in their arms and strapped to their backs. The only blades I see are the ones we carry. Stone shops line both sides of the congested double-wide street. Their doors are open to a breeze. Their wares and product display on the cart in front of the vibrant colored awning, and for what looks to be a mile straight ahead. And from what I read, I know this area branches off to the south into a gold and spice market, and further up the hill with a financial sector perches like an overlord. We were half a mile off the beach, but the scents of salt and fresh fish are thick in the air. And I understand why business is done under the canopy of the trees. I can't begin to imagine the smell or how quickly things would spoil in the sun in this climate. Does anyone else miss something? Did I miss something? Do you want me to go back? Do I need to go back? What did I see? Did I see them? What? What did I say? Did anyone else miss something he says and want to rewind him, but it's live? We're good? Okay. All right. Just making sure. I can rewind. What would you like me to go back to? I can go back. Welcome, Pixie. Welcome, Pixie. All right. So where were we? Am I allowed to ask? No, I blurred out. Where were we? Didn't grow up with her. Okay. So fucking glad I got on this horse. That was cold. Look alive. Stone shops. Where the heck did I? Okay, stone shops line both sides. Perched like an overlord. All right, here we are. We're a half a mile off the beach, and the scents of the salt and fish are thick in the air. And I understand why business is done under the canopy. Everywhere I look, prices are being haggled over a fruit I've never seen, tasted, a flower I've never smelled, a bird I've never heard. It's a sensory feast, and I consume it like a starved woman. Anyone feel like our home is completely dreary shithole? Riddick asked as the traffic pauses us outside, a cloth merchant. And I find myself staring at a bolt of shimmering black silk, so diaphanous, it's almost silver. Diaphanous, it's almost silver. That's a cool word. It wouldn't last a day against the dragon scale armor currently covering my torso. Speak for yourself, Zayden says, swinging his legs over and dismounting next to me. Arisha is the second most beautiful thing I've ever seen. He hands me his reins, turning those gorgeous golden flexed onyx eyes into weapons capable of melting the underwear straight off my body as he looks at me. And home is my first. Cue the Pharaoh ladies. All the Pharaoh ladies, all the Pharaoh ladies, all the Pharaoh ladies, all the Pharaoh ladies go. Oh, we got Zayden, yo. Sorry, I got carried away. My bad. I'm sorry. My bad. Where were we? And home is my first. Thank you for the chilies, DW. I saw that. Okay. Yeah, I flat out liquefy. That's another word for moist. I'm just gonna say, right? I'm Zayden. If you take my wife, I'm gonna throw your book away. You take my wife, I'm throwing your book away. That's all I'm saying. Bricked. You're laying it on thick, Royerson. You're gonna be laying something later. But I still smile when I take the reins. I'm going to ask about our merchant. Don't leave without me. He glances back at Dane. Let's go to Krovlish. Offering me another precious grin, he disappears in the store, followed quickly by Dane. Is that the same guy? Drake asks Kat, turning around in the saddle. That can't possibly be the same fucking guy. I try not to look, but fail. But when I glance over my shoulder, I catch a glimpse of her shrugging and quickly looking away. Maybe this is who it could be. If his dad hadn't led a whole rebellion and fucked him over by getting executed and having him thrown into the quadrant, making him responsible for all of the marked ones at the age of what, 17? Okay, like his life was that hard, guys. Come on. For real. My bad. It sucks.
Don't be sorry, that was funny.
It was funny, wasn't it? Yeah, I agree. My eyes on the door. That, and yet, if I hadn't happened, would we still be us? Or is that the miracle of our relationship, the result of the precious combination of tragedies that broke us both so completely that when we collided, we became something entirely new? Ooh, I like that. I like that. Precious combination of tragedies. That's I like that wording. Okay. Or could it be just that Violet loves, so he's not addicted? Or could it be that he loves Violet, so I got a puzzle piece. Oh, I've got a puzzle piece. I'm gonna get it on the first fucking try. Woo! All right. Or could it be that he just loves Violet, so he's not addicted? Mira says. Eyes puckering, brown. Devil's Island man who scurries back into the dressmaker shop at the first sight of us, dragging a woman along him. Guess we're more visible than we thought. We're the only ones in black, I mutter. Firebringers, the man accuses the common tongue, then slams the door shut, rattling the glass. Rude, Riddick adjusts in the saddle. And wrong, Cat murmurs. Some of us just want to fuck with your feelings and not burn your house to the ground. I huff a laugh, but Riddick full-on snores. Zayden strides through the cloth merchant's door with Dane, tucking a black velvet pouch in his front leather pocket of his uniform as he comes down with 3 stone steps. She's a dealer of rare books, 2 streets up the hill. Stunned, I hand him back his rings. He quickly mounts. It can't be that easy. It can, he says, tapping his pocket. We don't share currency, but gemstones speak everyone's language. He looks over his shoulder. Good job, Atos. Was that a compliment? What the fuck what's going on? What's going on? He's complimenting Dane. Wow. What the fuck is going on? I'm with you, Dane. But you earned it, my guy. You've been on the road up. Boop, boop. Dane asks, his gaze fly to mine. Did you give him something? I shake my head, and Drake steps forward. Firebringer is hurled as an insult in our direction, and a few more times as we make our way down the shop and up the 2 streets where Zayden and Dane were directed. The fury of activity dwells in the urgency of the daily produced goods. What is that? Mercantile district and the more veiled and niche shops by the time we reach the 2nd Street. When we stop in front of the Tomes and Tales, there's ample room next to the trunk of the enormous tree for the horses to wait. The shop itself is 2 stories, but in various shades of gray stone, and unlike the streets below, none of it slides touching the building around. From the outside, it looks to be the same size as the bookstore I visited in Calgary with Dad. A little larger than the library and the writer's quadrant, but nowhere even an 1/8 of the archives. You're on, Zayden says on the ground, reaching up for me. I swing my leg over the stable mare and dismount into his arms, noting how he takes his delicious time sliding me down the length of his body. Cue the ferrule. He keeps our eyes locked in the heat I find there, the need that flares as my hands drift down his chest, make my breath catch. I reach for our bond out to reflect to tell him how much I want him back in my bed and my hands to fist the fabric of his uniform when I remember it's blocked here. I miss the bond, I whisper before I can think of it. Me too. But you don't have to say what you're thinking for me to know. He whispers, his hand slipping from my waist to the hips. I can read it in every line of your body. Your eyes are a dead giveaway, too. Under my fist, his heartbeat accelerates. Always have been. You have no idea how many times I almost fucked up on the sparring mat when I caught you watching me. He says this now, when I can't just drag him into the nearest room and lock the door. Please say you're going to ask him first because we consent around here. I'm sure it's consent, no consent with these 2. I'm pretty sure they had that conversation already. Anyway, consent is always important, okay? Consent is important. You can always consent, no consent before, but just pay attention, okay? Be nice. Just saying. Just saying. He says that now when I just can't drag him into the nearest room and lock the door. Suddenly, the last 6 weeks feels like an eternity. I swear to Amari that I know, like, to Amory, what is it? Amory, you get, I still can't pronounce them God's names. You get you two get 1 inch closer, and I'm going to throw a bucket of water on you, Mira warns, breaking the spell. I fall forward, leaning my head. I'm melting on the forehead of Zayden's chest, right between my fists, and I feel his laughter rumble as he closes his arms around me. Do riders get nicknamed once they earn their wings? Drake questions Mira, because I'm pretty sure yours would be Killjoy. That's fucking hilarious. Thank you for the roses, Pay. That's your first. Thank you, P. Thank you for sending your first rose. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Are we doing this or not? Mira asks, clearly ignoring him. I nod and sigh with resignation as I step out of Zayden's arms. Riddick, Drake, Cat, please stay with the horse and be ready to run if this goes badly. Mira, Dane, Zayden, you're with me. Hopefully, we'll be out quickly. There's some money. You give me a little money. You gave me a little donation. You gave me some money. You made a donation to the whiteboard with the roses. Hopefully, we'll be out quickly. Riddick dusts off his summer weight uniform and gathers the reins. I'll be nearby. I know, I replied the reassurance way he says to make my brow furrow. What? Mira asked, spotting his face. Just wondering if we did the right thing, letting Choden go by himself to see the king. My stomach sinks as I consider every way it could go wrong. Didn't exactly give us a choice, Riddick says. Cortland only allows aristocrats to enter. Even if he did, we can't be at 2 places at once. Mira nods towards the bookshop. Right? None of us draw a blade, but our hands remain loose and ready as we walk the short cobblestone path to the staired entrance, the midway down the south side of the shop. Mira enters first, mainly because no one seems to want to argue with her. And Zayden follows me in last, mainly because I don't think he'll ever trust anyone without a rebellion mark to truly ever cover his back. The scent of the dust and parchments fill the thick air as soon as the boots hit the hardwood floor, and I immediately understand why there isn't another shop on the side. Windows stretched from the floor to the ceiling, allowing natural light to pour over the rows of bookshelves taller than I can possibly reach, jut out the lengthwise from the wall, and my right, marching the 3-foot-long counterparts of the left, leaving a lengthy clear aisle to the center counter. The tiles are stacked haphazardly, but none touch the backs of the shelves, allowing the titles are stacked haphazardly, but none touch the backs of the shelves, allowing for the air to circulate. It's beautiful, but hot as hell. If I thought the heat was outside the shop, it was stifling. But when the temperature inside without a breeze, it is truly oppressive. Sweat immediately beads beneath my armor and along the side of my neck. There are a few customers browsing towards the narrow staircase in the back of the woman who appears to be in her 60s with a pert nose and slick back salt pepper bun behind the counter, licking her umber fingers every few seconds as she flips through the pages of the ledger. But I don't see anyone in the stacks to the right, so I nod toward the counter when Mira looks back at me. We make our way down the aisle that opens to a small seating arrangement, and Dane keeps his eye on the customers in the back. A pair of men who have definitely taken notice of us. I glance over my shoulder as we approach the counter, fighting Zayden slipping behind the last shelf on the left and is currently leaning against the wall, wearing his usual expression of apathetic boredom. Go figure, he found what seems to be the only patch of shadow in the place to wait while I sort out whatever my father sent me to find here. Dane moves forward to the edge of the counter, earning the shopkeeper's attention and placing himself between Mira and the customers, while Mira backs herself far from the edge of the seating group, setting a perimeter. Thank you for the lightning bolts. In a bookstore, I managed to keep from rolling my eyes. The shopkeeper gazes a dart to Dane and Mira before she closes the ledger and places it on the counter, under the counter. Dane, could you ask her? I set one hand on the counter for balance. I speak the common tongue, the woman says. We are educated here in the Devil's Isle. I blink. Right, well, I was just wondering if you happen to know anyone by the name of Norelli. What's up, Nellie? Your name is now Nellie. The name of Nellie. Norelli, or Nellie? What do we like? Do we like Norelli or Nellie? Is she cool enough to get a nickname? Or is this like a part-time thing? Nellie? I kind of like Nellie for her. Because it's hot. Exactly. It was hot in here. So take off all my books. We are reading Onyx Storm. I'm sorry, that was horrid. Where was I going? All right, the name of Nellie. Her eyes flare and my stomach jumps to my throat when she glances over the right of my shoulder. Mira? Firebringer, someone shouts. I draw 2 blades and beneath. Ah! We got blades out. We got the blades out. I draw 2 blades at the breath to take a whip towards my sister. 2 assailants charge from the back of the shelves, the ones I'd previously foolishly thought empty, and Mira sighs when one of them, a woman, looks to be my age, lifts a serrated dagger at her. Ha ha ha! If we have to, Mira says. She ain't scared of shit! Drawing her as the older man, someone closer to Brennan's build and age, with spiky black hair and what seems to be standard issue white and gold tunics, run down the aisle. Rage fills his eyes as he rushes towards me, 2 longer serrated blades pointed in my direction. I flip one of the daggers to the tip and prepare to throw, angling my body so the shopkeeper remains in sight. Ha! The guy will be here in 4 seconds. 3, 2, Zayden takes a single step, then kicks a large armchair straight into the man's path. Fucking Zayden's the man. Man's path. It hits him square in the stomach. His breath gushes out, but he regroups quickly, turning at a glare. Zayden's direction with raised blades. You don't want to do that, Zayden shakes his head. The guy shouts a little battle cry. Then draws back his right arm, and the flick of my wrist, the dagger lands in his shoulder. Kush! The man hollows in a crimson streak down his white tunic, and his blade falls to the floor. I warned you, Zayden says as the man hits his knees. Your arrow was charging your assignment to target me as the threat and letting your eyes off her. He takes his time walking over the man as Mira punches her assailant in the face. TikTok, these are fictional characters, all for entertainment purposes only. Brought to you by Twisted List, LLC. In her face, knocking the woman unconscious. Then Zayden plucks the blade from the man like they're toys. I knew some of you carried blades, but there's no society in the world that doesn't keep some kind of cutting tool. And eventually, we'll all cut, don't we? Zayden clicks his tongue, then I turn in the direction to find both his daggers and swords out, the shorter of the blades pointed at the shopkeeper, and the longer at the customer. I would stay back, he tells the men who have drawn their own serrated daggers. In fact, if there's a back door, I would find it, and I would leave. They scurry to do so. The injured man falls forward, catching himself in a good hand before collapsing on his stomach. Zayden leans over him. This is going to hurt, Zayden warns before retrieving my daggers from his shoulders. To his credit, the man doesn't scream or complain when Zayden wipes the blade clean on the back of his white tunic. You really shouldn't raise a blade if you're not prepared to receive one. Mira sheathes her daggers and steps over the unconscious woman. Well, that was annoying. Are you protecting something, or you just really hate riders? She asks the shopkeeper, who has backed herself into a corner as far as she possibly can. Only Firebringer's in the store looking for Nellie, the shopkeeper answers. Protecting something? Got it. The stairs creak and the angle of Dane's sword changes as their head swings collectively. The man groans, and out of the corner of my eye, I see him struggle to get off the floor. No, staying down is a safer bet for everyone involved, Zayden warns him. She's only wounded you, but I'll schmeckle you if you take another step toward her. And it turns out that's bad for international relations. I glance his way as someone descends the steps, and he arches a sacred brow. I'm giving diplomacy a try. I'm not sure it's for me, though. The man goes utterly limp. Dane hesitates as he's hunched over the rounds. If this is her, I swear to God, if this is fucking Dad. Dane hesitates as he hunched over a round figure on the staircase. The shopkeeper yells something at Corvish, and I blink. Did she just call her Mom? Dane confirms with a nod. She said, No, Mom, save yourself. We're not here to kill anymore. Mom? I tell the shopkeeper as her mother walks in a light, leaning heavily on a walking cane. Her hair is silver, and the lines of her face have deepened with time, but she has the same pert nose as her daughter, and the same deep brown eyes as her round face. You're Nellie, I guess. Dane lowers his sword as he approaches, then sees as she completely skirts around him, taking the scene of what I assume is her shop. She studies Zayden through the thick glasses, then Dane, then Mira, and finally me. her gaze lighting on my hair before she finally nods. And you must be Asher Sorendale's daughter. Here to collect the book she wrote for you? My heart stops. Oh, okay. Woo! Woo! Okay. I thought Dad was walking down the stairs for a second. I was about to lose my shit if Dad was gonna fucking show up too after all that. That would have been fucking wild, right? Ooh. Oh, you know Asher was a looker. You know Asher was a looker. You know he had to have been. To be a smart guy and a scribe, to get a dragon rider, he had to have been a looker. Let's just keep it real. What were we all? Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for all the gifts. What is the rite? Oh, I missed it. What's the rite of passage? Did we see some? Did something come up? What was that? That was funny. What if I don't want everyone to know I don't know how to use gift and it's my first time? Oh, my bad. I shouldn't have said nothing then. I shouldn't have. That was my bad, P. Oh, not me. I don't know. I don't know. We're new. Y'all are up to 30K, 33.1K likes. Y'all are amazing. Yeah, TikTok tells everyone. Read before TikTok. Aside from Varys, Ulysses, and Milgren, I think everyone is hot. What if even in the shows, what if even they made the bad guys hot? Like even like Milgren, the older guy, gave him like what's his name? He just passed. Like a Robert Redford, like that old type of man, like that old, like even make Jack fucking Barlow hot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, ooh, this motherfucker. Like, make everybody think. What was old boy that didn't make it that just got married? I can't remember his name, but have everybody think that's him, and then make that be Jack, right? Make what? Could you imagine? Yeah, Dylan, yes. Imagine if they just change the order, right? So you think she's talking to Dylan first, but they kind of make that the Jack conversation, and you're like, oh, Dylan's a cute motherfucker. That's Jack. That would be wild, right? Oh, like yo, oop to you. Like that's the small little switcheroo they play on us. That would be wild. Sean's here. What's up, Kincadium? Sean, when did you get here? Kincadium, when did you get here? I hope y'all just got here. I haven't seen y'all if y'all did. Yes, we have to, until the other mustache grows back, we're mustache for men. It has definitely changed. The real one had an accident. We had accident, so put one up there too. Oh, excuse me. I have the burpees tonight. That is crazy. All right, we got one more. Only one more for tonight, right? I think so. I think there's only one more for tonight. We just got chapter 24 of the night. Dun, dun. Keep chapter 24 tonight. Yeah, it might be the soda. It might be the soda making me extra burpy tonight. I don't drink very much soda anymore. Only every once in a while. We might do a 5. I don't know. We'll figure it out. You can only do the next one is 2. Oh, okay. Gotcha. That's why. Understand. All right. 25. 25 is a special one. 25 is a special one. All right. So we're on 24. 24 tonight. Thank you, Pixie, for joining the fan club, sending hearts. All right, we're on chapter 24 right now. A solid 6-7, 6-7. That's funny. But after 25 and 26 are awesome ones. Y'all set him up. I don't have my list. My list is on the phone. I don't know when the next requested lives are. I have to check the Discord. I have to check the Discord for that. But are we ready for 24? Anything we need to get in before I do 24? Lots of info in this one. Okay. Discord. Yes, Kincadium. We have a Discord. Can one of the mods get the Discord for Kincadium? Next one is 34 to 37. Okay. 34 to 37. That's the next live. So that'll be in a few days. There's the Discord. Thank you, Miss Wolverine. Listen, as long as the family ain't got doing nothing, we'll talk about them. We'll talk about them. But I appreciate it. Y'all are amazing. Y'all really are. Y'all be taking good care of me. Better late than never, Ken. Better late than never, girl. Thank you, Miss Wolverine. You're the best around. Nothing's ever gonna get you down. You're the best around. All right, are we ready for 24? 24. All right. Here we go. 24. Where's my word coverer upper? There we go. Excuse me. All right, there we go. Here we go. She won't understand why you've kept her in the dark. You left too soon, left too many of your plans unfinished. Now we can only hope the bond between our daughters is strong enough to endure the path they've chosen. They'll need each other to survive. Recovered correspondent of General Lilith Sorn. Wait a second. Is Nelly and fucking Vi about to have to like Wonder Twin Power unite and shit? Is that what we're about to happen? Ah, shit, son. Oh, my lord. Where's my next page? God, give me the corner. Son of a... What is about to happen? To Lilith. To Lilith. We have to Lilith. I got you, Jesse. You said read that once more? All right. She won't understand why you've kept her in the dark. You left too soon, left too many of your plans unfinished. Now we can only hope the bond between our daughters is strong enough to endure the path they've chosen. They'll need each other to survive. So Nellie and Violet are going to have to become best motherfucking friends. Why can't we be friends? Recovered correspondence, General Lilith Soren Gale. Chapter 24. Mira and Vi? Mira and Vi? Interesting. Books, I whisper, my fingers curling around the dagger I realize is still in my left hand. Nellie tilts her head. I did not stutter. She looks pointedly at the armchair. Put that back in its place. Zayden lifts a brow and does not ask, then crosses the small section of the room and sheathes my dagger at my hip. Thank you, I whisper. He brushes a kiss over my temple, then takes the empty seat at the right side. Get off the floor, Yerson. You're bleeding everywhere. Take your sister to the back and wake her up. Did I not say you were ill-prepared to carry a weapon? Nellie lectures as she avoids the spilled blood. Please forgive my grandchildren. They took our task of protecting the books from any writers who aren't you a little too seriously. She sinks in the chair. Thank you, young man, she says to Zayden, and then gives him a second look before glancing at Dane. The continent does have some fine-looking men. Cue the Pharaoh. A corner of Zayden's mouth quirks up, and I can't help but silently agree with her. Mom, the shopkeeper, rushes to her side, no doubt so worried we'll attack her mother. Eurus and hers to do Gnarly's bidding, helping his sister off the floor, as she reluctantly comes to Mira's last punch. Hang on. Urson hurries to do Nellie's bidding, helping his sister off the floor as she reluctantly comes to from Mira's. Okay, Mira's last. I don't know why that didn't register. They disappear in the back, and I almost feel bad for them until I remember that they attacked us. I'm 93, Leona. I'm not dead. She waves off her daughter. Or what is it you... What? Amaryllis. Or what is it to you? Or what is it to you, Amaryllis says. I have not met Melek. He's your god of death, is he not? My brow furrows at the unknown term Amaryllis. Isn't he everyone's god of death? Mira leans back against the narrow row of bookshelves. I shake my head. Devil's Islands don't worship gods. It's why we're considered the most neutral of the islands, preferred for trade. Nellie shrugs. What you call gods, we call science. What you call faith, we call coincidence. What you call divine intervention, we call love. We call, she flourishes her hand, alchemy, two substances combined to make something entirely new. Not unlike what's between the two of you. She glances between me and Zayden and sets her hand on her chest. My heart twists. If she only knew how close she was to my very thoughts earlier today. She wiggles her finger at Zayden. I heard you'd said you'd kill my grandson if he took another step towards your beloved young man. How illogically, toxically romantic of you. Have to admit, that kind of confident violence isn't what I'd picture when Asher talked about you. But the brown hair, those brown eyes, and how utterly smitten he predicted you two would eventually be for each other. What? Daddy knew. Daddy knew. Daddy knew. Well, he described you almost perfectly, Dane Ato. What did you say? That's not Dane. Oh. Wow. I'm just going to sit here in a moment, take a moment of silence, because I feel bad for what's about to happen, Dane, later on, because God damn it. Lord have mercy. All right. All right, play dominoes better than you. All right, let's go. Oh, fucking kill me. Schmeckle me now. Yeah, schmeckle me now. Oh, my God. My mouth opens, then shuts. Zayden raises both eyebrows and passes his lips to his teeth. Dane rubs the back of his neck. Oh, fuck. Mira snorts once, covers her mouth with her hand, then doubles over laughing. I'm sorry. She forces out and straightens, quickly masking her face, then clearly her throat. But then she slips again. Her shoulders shake. I can't. I just need a second. I need a second. She walks behind a row of shelves, hopefully to compose herself. My face feels like it's been blasted by dragon's fire, among other things. That's what she said, sorry. How would you like this to go? Dane asked me as Nellie glances among the three of us, her silver brows knitting. Just like it's gone for the last 18 months, Zayden answers, losing any and all traces of the niceties he showed Dane over an hour ago. And we're back to Joe. Everyone assumes she'll wind up with you, but it's my last name she ends up wearing on her flight jacket in formation. Seriously? Words absolutely failed me. That's with where he would go. Okay, hang on. Let's just... that was a 50 Cent move right there. That was a 50 Cent type move right there, Zayden. That was funny. It was one time, fine. Twice if you count the return trip to Samara after we got back together. Glad to see you're feeling like yourself again. And Dane leans back against the counter. But we don't have last names on our flight jackets. And yet you get the fucking point. Zayden's jaw ticks, Nellie's gaze narrows, and Zayden throws her a thick lens. Aren't you Dane? Zayden shucks. Aren't you, Dane? That's the funniest shit I've ever heard. I know she doesn't know, but the fact that we're comparing Dane to motherfucking Zayden, if you know. Oh, I got a ham and cheese sandwich and an orange soda. If you know, you know. Oh my God, that's one of those. If you know, you know. Oh my Jesus. Oh God. Focus. I am Dane. Dane raises his hand briefly. And he is, Nellie asked me, Zayden Royerson. I lift my chin as if I'm answering to my father for my choice. And he's mine, even when he's being a possessive ass. Fen Royerson's son? Nellie drums her gnarly fingers on the armrest. Asher certainly didn't predict that. He would never have, hang on, he would have if he'd ever met him. I reach for Zayden's hand and lace our fingers. Our mothers knew, Mira says, taking her place at the end of the bookshelf. She wasn't enthusiastic about it or anything, but she knew love when she saw it. Oh, Mom knew. God damn it, Lilith. Lilith knew. Lilith knew, y'all. To Lilith. Lilith knew. Fucking. Our mother knew, Mira said, taking her place at the end of the bookshelf. She wasn't enthusiastic about it or anything, but she knew love when she saw it. But she certainly never told us about our father coming here. She wouldn't have, would she? Nellie shifts in her seat. When did he die? No, a little less than 3 years ago, I answered gently. His heart failed. Nellie's face crumples with a few sorrow breaths, but she nodded through it as if having a conversation with herself, then lifts her head again. Your father risked all your lives to hide away his life's work with the sole purpose that you find it, Violet. He left the last of it with almost 4 years ago with the explicit instructions that only you be given it had you attended the intelligence and understanding you would need to comprehend it. I stiffen. Dane shakes his head. That's Dad, Mira says slowly. You've got this. Zayden squeezes my hand. I fight to swallow a sudden lump in my dry throat. He told me to bring you the rarest item I possess. An ironic laugh bubbles up. And I thought, I shake my head, realizing the work's gone through the hall of the satchel, all this way for nothing. You thought it's Devil's Isle, so naturally we trade goods and treasures. Nellie folds her hands on top of your lap. He meant my mind. I glance at Mira. Her gaze is locked on the floor. That's why he said not to send another in my stead. The books are only for you, Nellie confirms, and Nora perches on her mother's chair. I have 3 simple questions, and if you are capable, arrogant to think you have any right to keep something our father wrote for Violet based on your judgment, Mira's tone could grate stone. It's fine, I assure her, refusing to waver, even in this heat. Ask. Nellie shoots my sister, a withering look, and then turns her attention to me. He left a manuscript for you. What is the title? Subjugated, the Second Uprising of the Corvland People by Lieutenant Colonel Asher Sorengale, I answer, which you already know that I know. How else would I be here? She taps her forefinger in obvious impatience. In chapter 14, your father alludes to the Corvland Uprising falling apart because the Devil's Isle, does not go into specifics any. Her gaze skims over my black uniform. Scribe Worth, her wisdom, wouldn't have been satisfied with his speculations. So tell me, what is your hypothesis? Out of everything in the books, this is what she asks? Easy, Crowley didn't keep their part or whatever deal they made with the Devil's Isle. Rather than lose their reputations, the Devil's Isle withdrew their brokerage, hence the removal of the other island troops, and when told the Pormish King Regent where he'd find the rebels and the rebellion, I shrug. Not good enough, she shakes her head and my stomach sinks. Why did it fall apart? What was brokered? That's not fair, Dane starts. Nellie lifts a hand demanding the silence. She knows the answer. I sign. I have an idea, I just don't like being wrong. Or in this case, right. You're among friends. Her smile impiles mine. Her smile implies otherwise. What the flip? Fine. Sweat drips down the back of my neck, and I gather up the courage to look like a fool. I think they promised dragons, and they couldn't deliver. They what? Mira squawks. Zayden tenses, and Dane pivots fully to face me, his eyes impossibly wide. But Nellie's smile slows and tells me I'm either horrifically wrong or tragically right. Present your proof, she says in a tone that reminds me eerily of fucking Chodom. Convinced that one, she points to Dane. I tighten my grip on Zayden's hand and a thumb strokes over mine. Public notice 433.323 acknowledges a failed border breach attempted by the Krovlin forces near the outpost of the Athin on December 11th, 433 AU, 2 days before the Midnight Massacre. The only other record of that event exists in the journal of Colonel Hashbay, the commander of the outpost who oversaw the interrogations. I look over at Dane. Dad drilled that into me while he was working on the manuscript. I don't understand why, but then obviously I get it now. I think it was the year you were obsessed with the tactics of defeating the Emerald Sea piracy or something. Dane stiffens. It was really a big problem in the 5th century. I keep my eyes from rolling. Stay with me here. We're on the couch. Dad was pacing in front of the fire, and you thought it was ludicrous that the soldiers had crossed into Navari to acquire tail feathers, remember? He winces. Right, yeah. And your father told me it was a lost cause if I wanted to ever take the entrance exam for the scribe quadrant if I couldn't remember to apply my superior logistic skills to areas of analyzing important historical data. God damn it, baby Jesus, you are a beautiful woman. Sorry, Liz walked by. Not that I ever wanted to be a scribe, but still, good times. Thank you for the reminder. Is this going somewhere? Or are we just enjoying a moment of nostalgia? Zayden asks. Apply your superior linguistic skills, Dane. I prompt him. The interrogation was recorded in the common language. Dane's eyes widened, but the writer spoke Krovlish in descriptors follows nouns in Corvlish. They were hunting feather tails, dragons. I nod. I think the Devil's Isle brokered a deal with the Krovlish in the unnamed isle that the island would provide the army. And Krovlin would provide the dragons. When they were unable to do so, the deal fell apart. The Midnight Massacre happened. And Krovlin remained in part and promise. Dane folds his arm across his chest. They were dealing in dragons? He looks over to Nellie. I believe her. It's just going to take me a minute to absorb it. One does not just deal in dragons, let alone take babies to the Isle that don't have magic. Not when you risk the wrath of the Imperium. Oh, wait, until you realize that your dad knows my dad's book has something to do with feather tails, which means Dad knew to stop trusting him at some point, I added. Dane's face swings my way, and his stricken expressions make me wish I could take back the words. 3 questions, Nellie announces, and it feels particularly cruel given what he's just put me through. Ask it. My tone leaves something to be desired. What made you leave the prince? She tilts her head to the side, and her eyes light up like we've gathered tea and gossip. I'm sorry. I lean forward as it's possible. I could have misheard her. The prince? She clasped her hands together. Your father knew it wouldn't last, but I'd like to know the final straw. Any chance you want to swoop down and set this shop on fire? I asked Tarn. As the Dark One said, it doesn't bode well for international relations. Whoa, hang on. I almost skipped a page, y'all. That would have sucked. I would. Of course you would, Adarna. Of course you would, you sassy ass. But then you wouldn't get your books. The weight of every stare in the room flushes my skin so hot I feel on the edge of burnout, without even a hint of magic. I left him because I found him in a delicate situation with one of his professors. Nellie leans forward and his eyebrows lift. He was having sex with a professor? Mom, Leona chides. What a fucking asshole, Dane mutters. Why didn't you tell me? What are you going to do? Punch on the Crown Prince of Navarre, I counter? Dane Bro Fowers. Zayden. Yes, answers. Still might. I ain't gonna lie. I'm starting to like Jealous Zayden. I'm starting to really like Jealous Zayden. I'm not gonna lie. Because I wish I was, anyway, digressing. Jealous Zayden's feisty. He gonna fuck somebody up. And I'm here for it. Excuse me. So you left him in a jealous rage, even when the crown of Navarre in your hands. Nelly prods, did he come here begging for your forgiveness? Did you take him back? I can definitely see why she owns a bookstore, and which genre might be just her favorite. I've never sought a crown, and besides, it's not in Choden's nature to beg forgiveness of anyone. I closed the door and didn't bother speaking to him until a few weeks ago. He didn't love me, not in the way I deserved to be loved, and no amount of power is worth staying with someone who doesn't love you. Okay, I'm going to read this again in case anybody happens to be flipping around, okay? In case anybody didn't hear that. I'm even going to lift the mustache up a little bit, okay? So y'all make sure there's no misinterpretation of what I said. He didn't love me, not in the way I deserved to be loved. And no amount of power, money, or any other bullshit that any other piece of shit offers you is worth it if they don't fucking love you. I'm just saying. That's fact, y'all. That's facts. That's not just for Vi, that's for everybody.
Let him cook.
That's for every. Don't make me get on this soapbox, damn it. Don't make me get on my soapbox. Know your value. Okay, my phrase is know your worth. I say know your worth. I always tell know your worth, but know your value. Life lessons, y'all. Life lessons. Life lessons right here. Man, I love that kind of shit. Okay, sorry. Know your value, Nelly said softly with a nod. Your father would be proud. Get her books. Know your worth and add taxes. Fucking taxes. Oh, you had to talk about it. Thank you, DW, for the roses. DW is gifting crazy tonight. I see you, girl. Uh-huh. All right. Liana stands and leaves us waiting in the seating area when she disappears into the back. And I deflate with relief, sagging against Zayden's sides. Mira slips her empty pack off her shoulder. Then it sets in the unoccupied chair next to Nelly. I'll carry them for Violet, unless, of course, you think my father would have a problem with that. Promise not to read them or anything? Her biting tone sends a shiver of guilt straight up my spine. She's like, I want that whiteboard. That's epic. Why was Dad so adamant only I collect them? Because they have secrets that only you need to know. Hello? Nelly simply smiles and crosses her ankles in front of her. And that right there is why he didn't leave them for you, dear. We all have our part to play in whatever is coming for us. This one is simply hers. While he was busy raising Violet for this particular mission, your mother was raising you. Oh, Nelly seems to know so much more than anybody else. Can we sit down and have, like... What? I want the tea. I want to sit down with Nelly. I want to know what's up. Like, Nelly has so much fucking knowledge right here, yo. Like, Nelly knows all. Nelly knows ball. Like, what the fuck? All right, hang on. Nelly smiles, crosses her ankles, and that's why you're here and he didn't leave them for you, dear. You have a part to play, and this one is simply hers. While he was busy raising Violet, your mother was raising you. I wonder what legacy you inherited. Mira's eyes narrows. We'll leave the bookstore 10 minutes later with 6 tomes written by my father, and every single one of them is passcode locked. Fuck me running. God damn. Wow. God. All right. I mean, I like puzzles and all, but damn, yo. Riddick, Riddick, freeze the liquid, okay? We're just going to pop these vials open at this point. I'm sorry, what were you going to say, love?
Write letters and leave them in the Da Vinci Code cipher lock boxes.
They would give up after 5 minutes and just say, screw it. We'll figure out what mom and dad need later. I'm sure of it. Until they could buy a robot to figure out the code. Yeah. Ari, yeah. She would write a code. She would write, exactly. Okay, here we go. All right. Last part. I got 1.5 pages. That's all we got left. Oh, man. Later that afternoon, I leaned my head back against the rim of the carved wooden tub in the chamber adjacent to the bedroom Zaid and I had been given and listened to the birds. I can't identify the chirp outside the window above my feet. I'm too short to see the spectacular view of the water. Short people problems. But the sky isn't bad either, softening the color of the approaching sunset. What time is it? I wonder if Choden's back. If he's managed to secure permission for us to use the Devil's Island as a home to post a visit of the other islands and broach the subject of the seventh breed. I reach for the bond to ask Zayden, only with the sigh of frustration at the instant reminder that we don't work like that way here. That we don't work that way here. The breeze picks up the white curtains and bellows towards me as the water chills to a temperature we might make or reach for hot water at Basgai. But it is definitely welcome here in the Devil's Isle. Though my toes are pruning, time telling me to get out of the water. Vi, Zayden knocks on the door. You can come in, that's what she said. A slow smile spreads across my face. It slips completely when he opens the door and leans in wearing nothing but a towel wrapped around his hips. Pharaoh cued. Gods, is he perfectly beautiful? Wet hair, still a little scruffy, water droplets clinging to the lines of his muscles. Abs for days and days and days. And yes, it says that many days. I didn't add extra ones. Moist. She's in a bathtub. Drenched. Sorry. The water is re-hot again. She doesn't have to top it off, okay? That's what's happening. Entertainment purposes. Just letting you know, I'm back. The words die as his gaze catches my bare shoulders, which is all I'm pretty sure he can see given the height of this tub. Well, my shoulders are very wet, very unbound. Hair. Damn. Just damn. I said you should have stayed and had a bath in our room. Lots of space in here. You didn't need to go borrowing Riddick's. I tapped the copper pipe at the foot of the tub with my toe. They really do have some pretty fabulous plumbing. Yeah, his eyes darken and his grip on the door handle whitens. I figure it was polite to give you time to soak your muscles to help recover after all that riding. Polite? How very kind of you. I gather my hair in my hand and pull it over my left shoulder so it's ready to wring out, then hit the lever with my foot to start draining the tub. Trying to focus anywhere but on him and that incredible body. He insists on walking around it. Like he's got a choice. Oh my God. Calm down. Vi, I'm going to need you to calm down, okay? I'm feeling violated for my guy here. Oh my Lord. Like, he's not just a piece of meat, Vi. He's a person. Nah, he a piece of meat, Vi. Get him. Tear him up. Row! Sorry. How polite. And do you feel recovered? His voice lowers, a little exposed after being interrogated about my intelligence and my love life, but otherwise fine. Reaching to the right, I grabbed a soft white towel I left on the little bench as the water empties with the gurgle, then turning my back to Zayden and standing quickly wrapping the towel around me. You're fine, he repeats. Not dizzy, not sore, not tired, because we just flew all last night. I'm not sure I want to go to the club, climb the gauntlet or anything. I lean left, wringing my hair out over the tub, but yes, I'm feeling as good as it gets. Clean, fed, and ready to curl up with the man I love. but we ain't gonna be curling nothing except our toes. Woo! Good, he says against my ear, and I grasp with surprise as he grabs a hold of my waist and turns me to face him because I'm done being polite. His mouth crashes to mine. Bum, bum, bum. But I can't read that one on the live. That had to be video for tomorrow. Just for tomorrow. Because we're gonna have to send that through the editor for censoring. I'm done, right? I'm done being polite. Destroy me. Somebody accused Devil's Isle spiciness. Oh, that's funny. So I can probably let's see. I don't have my list. I think I will probably. I might get. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Look, Zayden wrecks. Zayden would wreck anybody. Let's just keep it real, okay? Zayden would wreck Riddick if he would allow it. Let's just keep it real, okay? Let's just keep it real. What's up, MJ? What's up? More broken furniture. The damn armoires. Oh, I didn't see I got a dragon sticker. Hey, thank you. Oh, Riddick is buying a ticket and getting in line twice. What are you talking about? What are we talking about? Riddick would be impreg. That's hilarious. Fuck off. I'm sorry. I'm reading stickers. That's hilarious. Disgusting. Oh, sorry. That's hilarious, right? Buying a fast pass for real. Rick would pass out the moment Zayden started taking his clothes off. He's just waiting for the right moment. Okay. So, hang on. Okay, so until Riddick wants the shadow daddy. Well, let's give me some big eyebrows. So Riddick is just waiting for the night that Violet goes storming out of the bedroom, right? And freaking Zayden's gonna come chasing. He's like, "Do you really? Oh, thank you for the little thingy. I saw that little crown." And then, can you imagine? Riddick is gonna go and be like, "Do you really want to continue to deal with her over and over again?" I mean, I won't argue with you. I'm just saying, he's in it for the long game, for the thruple. Brother sister wives. Riddick can vibe brother sister. Why do we? Okay, last night it was Costco and mayonnaise. Tonight we're shipping Riddick. We're thrupling. We're thrupling Violet and Zayden. What are we doing? What is Mercury must be in retrograde. See, look, this is why I'm scared about Riddick for the next book. If y'all keep saying, it's because listen, if Liam was around, we'd be all saying this is Liam, right? Well, no, Liam, yeah, no, but anyway, you know what I mean. Oh my Lord, Lord have mercy. Wing. Oh, thank you for the wings. Thank you for the wings. Y'all been sent. Listen, if y'all have sent gifts and I have missed them, I apologize. I want to thank everybody for the gifts. As y'all know, we are saving up to get a whiteboard. That's what we're doing. So I know DW has been going crazy with the gifts. I've tried to mention all of the ones. Miss Wolverine with another gift. Which one is that? Looks like a cat mouth. That is so. Name shout out. Ooh, name shout out. Okay. How close are we? So yesterday I got a payment from TikTok for, it was at $15. I think we're up to like 40. I'll have to double check, but I think we're like 40 something dollars. And we were looking at two different ones, and I think the price range between like 80 and like 110. So we're probably almost there because I still have to add some money too. So we might be there. I might be ordering one like tonight or tomorrow with what y'all been doing tonight. Oh, thank you. What is? Ooh, oh yeah, we're halfway. Oh, we're halfway there. Whiteboard is coming on a prayer. Sorry, but yes. We are whiteboard. Hopefully, if everything goes well, yes, maybe not this weekend's brunch with Wise and Liz, but maybe next weekend. You know what I mean? Oh, MJ, we just finished reading a few chapters of Onyx Storm, and then now we're talking about how everybody's been amazing with all these donations, and I'm saving all these donations because
The yarn is in the desk.
I'm gonna get the yarn is in the desk. We're gonna get a whiteboard because we got string, and I got some. They fell right here. And I got some little tabbies today, and we're gonna string theory. We're gonna Sheldon Cooper the shit out of this with some string theory. We're gonna take all the theories that we heard, and we're gonna. Can we don't other ways? Yeah, I'll have to figure. Oh, thank you for the hat. Thank you for the hat. Do what, babe? PayPal. Yeah, I have to put that. Yeah, you can. You can do that directly. What time is? We'll figure something out. I'll figure something out. I do have a YouTube channel. I think I might be able to put. I'll have to transfer my PayPal, which is where TikTok sends all the money, to there. There's that way. So we'll work on it. We'll work on it. Everybody, just we'll work on it. I promise. I'll get that up. So yeah. Oh, thank you so much for the gifts. And then brunch this weekend. We did 11, right? Central, right? 11 Sunday. Yes. 11 Central Standard Time Sunday is brunch with Wise and Liz. So, oh yeah, Miss Wolverine, I just want to make sure, like, before anybody like starts donating money, I want to make sure it's safe and everything is taken care of because I don't want anybody getting gypped, you know what I mean? So I just want to make sure everything is taken care of. I need an Amazon wish list. So I think I saw y'all talking about that in Discord. Y'all really want me to do an Amazon wish list? Really? Yeah, seriously, I would feel so bad. And that's why, like, I'm not rushing in. I know y'all said y'all want some, okay, wish list will work. I'll have Liz show me. I don't do Amazon. I need a monocle. You're going to turn myself into fucking Mr. Moneybags, aren't we? Y'all are turning me into Mr. Moneybags. All right.
The Monopoly guy doesn't have a monocle.
Shut up. He did too. I swear to God. And Fruit of the Loom didn't have a cornucopia, and that was proved wrong too. I have so many tinfoil hats, y'all. I'm sorry. Exactly. He did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did, Allie Grace. He did too. If you were born in the 1900s, especially in the 70s, like me, he did. He did. He did. Did you watch the Way Files? She said she was born in 88. That's you, just a little baby. You just a little baby.
We were babies together.
You and Liz were your little babies. There we go, MJ. Now we're talking. MJ. Oh, Lisa, 84 baby. Q81. Okay, there you go, Q. Avi, there we go. Now we're super close, Avi. There we go. Sean, 89. Oh my, 97. Courtney, did you say 97? I had already deployed once in 97.
Hey, another 97.
Oh, 2090? Oh my Lord. 2000 was Vegs. Vegs was 2000. Wow. Yeah, wow, that was crazy. 98. Wow, 20. Go. Happy birthday this month, Sam. You turned 28 on like Saturday? This Saturday? Don't cough us, latchkey kid. Hey, tell him, Ken. Tell him, girl. We were built different. Oh, tell him. You graduate. I graduated 96. Yes. 80s baby, just by months. Well, happy birthday if we don't see you for your birthday. All right, everybody, we're going to sing Sam happy birthday. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday on Saturday to Sam. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will be quitting my day job. Wait, I'm retired. I don't have one of those, thank God. That's awesome. Well, happy birthday. So I was born in 77. I was a 77 dude. So I was born in 77. So yeah. Oh, we can, yes, that is a great idea. We get a little birthday list. We can do that. So that way everybody can put up so we can happy birthday. That's really cool. That's a great idea. That's awesome. Yes, Sam. I'm glad you're having a good time. And we got a happy birthday for you. Hopefully we're the first ones. Hope you have a good time. You got special plans? We're supposed to go to a Ren Fest if the weather holds out. Unfortunately, it looks like we might get rain, so that's going to stink if we don't get to do that. But hopefully, we shall see.
It's only supposed to rain.
Oh, yours was the first, MJ? The 1st of February? Make sure. I'm going to some concert with my sister Sunday. Oh, happy birthday. Awesome for her. Well, happy birthday for her. And I hope y'all have fun at the concert. MJ's birthday was on the 1st. Well, MJ, happy birthday to you. Happy belated birthday to you. Happy belated birthday to MJ. Happy belated birthday to you. Seriously, happy birthday, y'all. Anybody else got a birthday? I'll sing happy birthday all night. Like, I will be a happy birthday guy. Like, seriously, I'm one of those people, I don't get happy for my birthday, but I like everybody else's birthday. Is that weird? What's up? It's Case. Cass. I hope I don't mispronounce that. It's Case. Same? Okay, cool. Yeah. Your birthday's the 28th? Okay, well, we'll sing happy birthday when we get closer to you then. I don't want to be too far out. You know what I mean? We want to keep the birthday vibes closer to the birthday. But we're going to, okay, Bell's on the 28th. We're going to try to get a list in the Discord. We'll get a birthday channel. That way we can give the birthdays. All right. Is anybody here not in our Discord yet? If we have anybody new that might be in here, that would like the 50. Ooh, heck yeah, y'all got 56K likes on a quick live too, y'all. Is the Renfest Saturday? The Renfest for us is Saturday. It's a very small one. It's not an actual. Well, it's an actual Ren. It's its first year doing a Valentine one. This location usually does. I think it's a mermaid.
No, it's his first year doing a Ren Fest at this location. But annually, yes, the town does do like a mermaid siren.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. The town usually does a little thing, but this is this town's first year of doing a Ren Fest, and it happens to be on Valentine's. So it's pretty cool that we're gonna try that. So that's cool. Okay, let's see. Everyone send DW. If you're in our Discord, if everybody, yes. Oh, DW, you're amazing for taking that on, my friend. Thank you, DW. Oh, yes, if she's working on, Liz is, as always, she's working on amazing costumes where she's actually sitting over the couch. I'm a sucker for Liz, it's funny. She's working on the dresses. It's all going to be, Valentine's themed and cool. So we'll definitely send pics. Excuse me. All right. I can't. Y'all in a quick 2-hour live are getting y'all are getting quick at them finger taps and likes, man. I'm telling you. It is amazing. My screen is always just going. DW, are you a type A? Oh, is that those type A type? Oh, you want to come show me here? I'm gonna get out the way. So
I can't really show it.
Well,
I have a
you want me to?
needle in my mouth.
You want to pull it out? Yeah. That's what she said. And back it up for you.
So I'm making my daughter a skirt, but I had to take apart like 5 other skirts and dresses that we thrifted, and then we dyed some of the fabric, and now I'm working on combining them this way. So like this lace was a skirt. It was cream, and we made it pink. So I'm surrounded by layers of purple.
Layers of purple.
There's this one.
Oh, the colors are definitely changed though on the camera for us at least. It's a deeper purple than
Yeah, that's a little brighter. It's all shades of like lavender, purple, and
A little bit of pink.
a little bit of pink.
A little bit of pink.
So,
You need that needle?
yeah.
Oh, watch stuff. Yeah. Clip. So that's what she does. She makes like 90% of our costumes. I make sure the car is gassed up and drive us there. And then carry the bags. It's a great relationship when we do that stuff. They have fun. I carry the bags, make sure they're safe. It's awesome. No, I'm just playing. We have a good time. That's like our family thing, I guess we do. Comic-Cons and Renfests. That's our stuff. CDW doesn't yell at you. All right, yeah, let's get it out of here. It's already 10 o'clock. We'll let everybody go. Okay, I don't think we have, I think like they said, we're a few chapters away for lives. So we will figure out when the next one is. We'll keep everybody posted. I want to thank everyone for coming out tonight, for the 59.1K likes, for all the freaking donations. Y'all are amazing. I got you, DW. I promise I will, as soon as we're done, I'm going to go download the live and I'm going to send it to you. Also, the last two YouTube guys, the last two lives, I did have them on YouTube. They are up on YouTube. This one will be up tomorrow. All right. Good night, everybody. Oh, this Wolverine sending more gifts right at the end. Look at you coming in at the buzzer beaters. Hey, Wise, are you playing anything right now? Like games? No, I'm so bored with the games right now. I've been looking for something. I always play Rocket League, but I've peaked in Rocket League, so it's just there. Rivals is boring. Borderlands is boring. Do you have an idea? Do you have have a great night, Miss Wolverine. Do you have a suggestion? Good night, Belle. Love. Love, 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 love. Good night. We'll see y'all on the Discord. Night, Sean. Thanks for coming out, my brother. 60K, let's go. No Man's Sky, they have fixed it. I saw you playing that in the Discord and I looked it up. It's like a climbing survival adventure game. I thought I saw that and was checking it out. All right, Sean, next time, brother, be safe. All right, Pixie. Arc Raiders. I thought about Arc Raiders too. I thought about it. Cyberpunk, I did not play it because when it came out, I was still on console, so it didn't come out right away, and it had all the bugs when it finally came out on PC, so nobody played it. So I've thought about maybe, since it's fixed now, but I haven't. I've thought about Arc Raiders, but I just haven't pulled the trigger because I'm usually solo. The bugs got fixed 10 for 10. Okay. All right. Well, if it's all fixed, maybe we need to check it out. All right, maybe we need to get a couple of us here and I'll pick a game and play a game together. That could be fun. Maybe we'll talk about that. All right, we'll talk about it in the Discord. Let's get this live out of here so we can let people go home. Ha! We're going to talk in the Discord. All right, everyone. Until next time. Later. All right, see if I can hit the button this time. Ooh. Yes, Pixie, we'll get that. We're going to figure out a game. We're going to get a game channel too. All right, later, Sean. Later, MJ. And everyone else, Miss Wolverine. I don't know anybody else that's here. I think that's all I saw. Good night. Good night. I don't want to be mean and not tell anybody good night. Is Pete still here? Good night, Pete.
You should make a character.
Ooh, Baldur's Gate 3. We can do that again if everybody wants to. We'll talk to him in the Discord. All right, we're going to close the live out. Y'all are amazing. All right, folks.